On today's Spit Hit, we learn about Andy's T-shirt stains, kind of gross, Jason's love for Satchmo, and how I'm kind of similar to cats. And, of course, we have a fantastic draft. We're drafting insects for a fight to the death. Tell your friends about the podcast. Enjoy.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
All right. Shout out to... Oh, keep going, brother.
Who are you going to shout out?
I was going to shout out my broken voice that he was really going deep into that.
I thought you were going to shout out to Satchmo, but no, you picked yourself.
Me and Louis Armstrong, we have a ton in common.
Right.
We both love It's a Wonderful World.
Uh-huh. Great song.
Great song.
Also, and I already knew that you knew, but the fact that you actually know who Satchmo is like it feels like the most random piece of trivia for you.
For me, right? Like music isn't necessarily my wheelhouse, but
And you're like, oh no, but a jazz trumpet player.
Oh yeah, brother.
I know his name and his nickname.
Well,
He has had a long-standing love of that song.
That's true.
That's a great song.
Oh, not just that song. I mean, I
What
like.
a wonderful world.
Yeah, no, but just give me a kiss to build a dream on. Hmm?
Whoa.
We can keep going. Welcome to the
Wait a
Satchmo
minute.
Hour.
Wait a minute.
If there's two things,
How many Satchmo songs can you name?
Currently 2, but I know a lot more. I mean, I've listened to
You
him a
just
lot.
don't know the names.
Right.
it's just great coming right after some episodes where we talked about Jason having a PhD in RAP, and then so he's got his hip-hop background, and then he's got his Satchmo Louis Armstrong
Yeah, I've got a
background.
wide gap. What a wide gap between my genres.
Welcome into the Spitballers. Mike Wright, Jason Moore, Andy Holloway with you. Great show today. Very fun Battle Royale draft coming up. We'll leave it at that. Would you rather, the Situation Room? Mike always laughs at that because...
But number one, because it's in the title, but number two, because when you're setting it up, it's always just, it's a great draft.
Well, yeah.
Stay tuned to find out.
I don't want them to think there's not a draft on today's show. Would you like me to just say, there's a draft later?
Well, no, I wouldn't. But I want to know if it's bad. I would want to know.
Yeah,
like,
I would want to know.
Crappy draft later.
Yeah, real bad draft. We ran out of ideas. You'll hear that at the end of the show.
Truth is I don't know whether it's good or bad right now because we haven't done it yet.
It's good.
So I guess I'm lying
Yeah,
or projecting.
I'm very excited on behalf of Jason for the draft.
That's this is gonna be a problem.
Preparing for the draft was a nightmare.
It'll make your skin crawl. Let's put it that way. All right, some would you rather.
Would you rather?
All right, Deadeye from Patreon, one of our supporters,
Thank you for your support.
one of the true spitwads, says, in a life or death situation, would you rather fight a black bear with a samurai sword or a gray wolf with your bare fists?
So, as opposed to, this isn't for sport.
Right.
It's a life or death situation.
This is life or death. This isn't like, hey, which one would you enjoy doing? I think I could take that black bear if I got a samurai sword.
I do find it funny that I would be fighting the gray wolf with some bare fists.
Ooh, right, the irony.
Well, irony, yeah.
Now, how big is a gray wolf?
I'm going to
About
assume
wolf size.
large.
Well, but I mean, that's what I mean. Like a wolf can be
They're big.
quite big.
Yeah, but they're not dire wolves.
Yes,
They're not from beyond the wall.
They're not fictitious
Right.
animals.
No, I mean it's like a big we've got a what are you
All right,
seeing
so
here, Al?
upwards of 180 pounds.
Yeah.
A wolf. A wolf.
A big-
okay?
big
with,
boy.
With your bare hands. Liam Neeson could barely take a wolf with broken glass bottles taped to his hands.
Your objective in both of these situations is not to win the fight. It is to not die, which is winning. Like I want to get.
They're one and the same.
Well,
I
not
think
exactly.
Your point is you don't have to kill the bear.
Can you negotiate?
There are situations. What animal is most likely to kill me the fastest, and I want to fight the opposite animal, the other animal.
The animal that's fighting you while you have no weapon.
I think you're completely discounting my weapons here, okay? Because these two fists, holy moly, they are registered and they are dangerous. I will take this wolf out probably one swing.
Those fists are valuable in being on the side of your body as you're running away.
Oh, they're great. Sometimes I'll go blade hands.
Now,
when you run?
The thing about a samurai sword, which I've heard, is it's not just like you get a samurai sword because they're legendary weapons for being in the hands of a master. Like you could go through a body with one swipe. Like
super sharp, right?
They're very, very sharp. But if you're not trained, you can also easily break it.
False.
That's false. Is that a old tale?
Here's what I know. I know that when we our former company, we created a game called Ninja Wars, and when we launched, I think it was the sequel. We got a samurai sword.
Was it an authentic samurai sword?
It was expensive.
It was from Amazon.
I mean, I don't know, but here's what I do know. Those things, we went out in a field with watermelons and cantaloupes and everything we could find, and everything was awesome.
Fruit did not stand a chance.
Fruit did not stand a chance.
That was fun.
We murdered that fruit, and we came out still with the samurai sword intact.
You're not swinging at the right time with a bear attacking you. Your best hope for that samurai sword is impaling the bear somehow.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just holding it next to my chest.
But then you'll get impaled by the
out.
blunt end of the. He'll land on you. And
he would. We would both die.
The hilt. Yeah.
That would be like a real Romeo and Juliet situation as he impales himself through the heart. Two star-crossed lovers, and the hilt just goes right through me. And then the nice thing is we're stuck together forever.
I would go bare fist against the wolf.
There's no chance, man.
No, I just had this conversation with Jason over the weekend because
about a bear and a wolf.
It's close.
Wait. What are you saying? There's no chance. No chance to take on the wolf with your.
Yes,
you're a psychopath. You don't know how big bears are.
No. But the thing. Sorry, I took over your conversation. But if you at least have a sword that has length on it, you may get lucky. But
Correct.
if you're fighting a wolf with nothing in your hands, you have a 0% chance of winning. 0%.
So up north in Prescott, Jason and I were up north this past weekend, and there are some mountain lions on the loose. And they're going after chickens and livestock and all this stuff. And I was like, if I was attacked by a mountain lion, my goal would be to stick my arm down his throat because then he can't bite my neck. He can eat my arm. That's my goal with the wolf. I'm letting him bite my arm.
I don't think that strategy is going to work.
I don't think the wolf.
You're going to let him bite your neck?
I don't.
No, I'm not going to try. But you're not getting down and ripping his organs out.
I know. I'm just sticking it down there so he, chokes on the elbow.
I don't believe that the wolf would kill me. I'm not saying I don't even win. I'm not saying like I come out unscathed and I'm fine because I clocked the wolf. But I think if I huddle up, you know what I mean, like ball up, turtle up, I could come out of there.
Go in his shell.
I can come out of there alive. Wolves are not, they're pack hunters. This is one wolf. I don't think there's a lot of cases of a wolf killing someone.
But just for the other side of the coin, I mean, there are dogs today that if you took them on one-on-one, you're done.
Yes.
And is a wolf worse than a dog?
Way worse.
I mean, you fight a pit bull or a Rottweiler today,
Here's what I know.
Not winning.
Here's what I know I cannot do against a bear. Rear naked choke. I can't do it. It's
you
too
can't
big.
rear naked choke a wolf, man.
Yes, you can.
There's your quote for the episode.
There are.
You can't rear naked choke a wolf.
That's the move. The reason I bring that up is because you're talking about there are dogs that kill people. Yes, absolutely. But that is the defense mechanism against brutal dogs is a rear naked choke. When you do that and you do like I'm telling you, this is fact. You're getting smarter today.
What?
Yes, if you are attacked by a dog, you want to go for the rear naked choke. You do like the body triangle with your leg.
I try to put my arm down their throat.
and go for, the neck from the back.
Okay, so I just was looking up mountain lion.
A mountain lion, you're dead.
Well, no, but if we're going mountain lion versus wolf. So the bite force of a cougar is 724.6 psi.
That's not even a mountain lion.
I feel like that's a water pressure, but go on.
And the biting capacity of a wolf is much closer to double that.
Ooh, so you break your arm.
Like, when you're playing a game with your dog, like play fighting with your dog, and they always get their teeth on you, always, but they're not biting you.
Sure.
Now imagine that it's a 1,500 pounds of force.
Well, I do have a
biting
trick.
your arm.
I do have a trick for that as well. Okay, when you're going to attack, you don't swing punches, fists out.
Okay.
You swing with your elbows. And you fight like this. You fight like chicken wings, and then you're way more protected. They can't get the wrist. You know what I mean? Like, this is the move right here. You got to go to YouTube, figure out how to protect yourself from a.
The nerve endings on your elbow. You won't even feel it.
You won't even feel that. Have fun biting an elbow.
I'm starting to think
stupid
that I
dog.
might want the sword against the bear.
No, you're
That's
crazy.
It's your only chance.
What is the bite strength of a grizzly? Have you looked that
on
up?
a samurai sword or on?
That doesn't matter. The only chance of survival is a
kill,
an errant swing that happens to hit the bear in the throat.
I can absolutely survive the wolf.
or get the.
Look at
what
this,
you should
man.
try to do is take the.
You think a wolf gonna get this?
We get it on
My chicken wing. No way.
just now. Do you go like 360 or is it?
Oh, you got to keep eyes on the wolf. You turn
Okay.
your back. You need to get the wolf's back.
You got to
That's
get the
all
samurai sword down the throat.
That would win.
So
That would win.
like a Superman jump.
You bet.
thrust.
You bet.
I'm taking the wolf, and I'm surviving. I will not come out the winner, but I will come out alive. You guys can have your lucky errant swing with a samurai sword that misses, and then be destroyed by one strike of a bear paw.
Oh no, I want the samurai sword to kill myself before the bear gets to me.
Yes, just
I want to die an honorable death before
ritual.
the bear gets me.
Oh, very nice.
All right, we better move on. Guru from Patreon. Would you rather have a clothes washer that can remove any stain or a clothes dryer that can dry and de-wrinkle anything without shrinking or damaging it?
Oh man,
Well,
that's easy.
That's so easy, but it's easy for you and it's easy for me.
Yeah, because
I don't think it's going to be easy for Andy.
We don't spill on ourselves for every single meal.
That's right. I don't
My mom
have
said
a lot
everybody
of stains.
spills.
Oh, everyone spills.
Oh, yeah.
Like what's an adult spill? Like once every 500 meals or something?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Did you say once a meal?
I would. Andy had. Do you have a spot on today's shirt? Oh my gosh, that must be a brand. No, does he?
Nope.
Oh, he's saying he does. Yeah, he does.
Oh,
he does. In fact, he does. This is every single. But here's the great news there, Andy, is that's not in your usual spot. Your usual spot
That's
is
pretty close.
right on the bottom middle of the chest.
Right. It's called my ledge,
Yes.
and I eat with like some people sit up to eat, and I sit,
Some people like eat over
I
their
slouch.
plate
I slouch to eat.
and leans away from
When
the
I lean
table.
away from the
he
table.
eats with a bowl of cereal, his one rule is I cannot bend my elbows. So
Because I'm fighting a wolf.
He has his. I mean, you're so far away, but you spill all the time. So stains coming out every time seem great. But I know I have a shirt that has like deodorant pit stains.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's
That's a thing.
that's a thing. I got
You
one.
wear a lot of black shirts, so you have a lot of pit
Yeah,
stains.
I got one that I know of. Maybe there's more.
There's only one you know of?
There's only one I know of. Please don't break news to me right now. But drying, de-wrinkling shirts.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you're telling me that every single time my shirts will always be wrinkle-free, that's the
Can I
that's
ask-
the ticket.
Like, what is your what's your laundry routine here? Do you ever do the I get it out of the dryer, but then I don't put it away right then, so then I have to de-wrinkle later?
Always. That's it. Wait, what is the alternate approach?
The alternate is when the dryer's done, you just take them out and hang them up, and you're fine.
No, I've never heard of that.
I do not dry my shirts. I hang dry.
All your shirts?
All my shirts.
Because you don't want them to shrink.
Correct.
So
Really?
you hang dry them all.
You
Yeah.
hang dry every. So you take
Now,
out.
do you cold wash them?
Yes,
So you cold wash them, then hang dry them,
that is correct.
just so that they don't shrink.
That is correct.
now,
I mean, that does, and they probably last a lot longer.
how wet is the floor of your closet?
It's not. It's
feel like-
not.
I mean,
He
but
doesn't
I
hang
take.
dry them in the closet.
I don't
Wait.
stop it midway.
No,
No, wait,
he's-
wait.
Hold on.
Where
He's
do
saying
you-
that you take them and you just put them up like you would normally in your closet.
I do.
Yes,
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
that's
You
too
don't-
wet.
you
That's
don't-
way
No,
too
they
wet.
are not. They are not.
You don't
dripping.
hang dry them in like outside.
It's not
No.
the 1960s
I
anymore.
don't live
I
on-
got the
I'm not
clothespins.
Little House on a Prairie.
Now, what happens if you let and I know this, if you let a shirt, let's say you put it in the the washer and you forget to move it over to the dryer fast
Oh,
enough,
stank.
you get that mildew.
Yeah.
So why, if your shirt is in the closet, how is it drying
This
fast
is answering
enough?
a lot of questions for us, Andy. Why he stinks every day.
Oh my gosh, that's why you smell like mildew?
Mildew dude.
Mildew.
Oh, we got there.
Because you hang them up and they're not touching each other.
So you have a lot of room in there.
No, not.
Or
not,
it's got
not-
very
four,
few
four
shirts. Yeah.
4 shirts.
But if you leave it in the washer, then it's crumpled up and in a dark
So
place.
you
and
get
it
no
just stays
wrinkles
wet.
then too.
Well, not always.
Huh.
You still have to de-wrinkle.
Wait, you de-wrinkle on a
Wait,
regular basis?
that
No.
doesn't de-wrinkle automatically?
It should.
No. Like
It would if it was out in the 1960s on the line.
Yeah, if you had a little gentle breeze
Yeah.
Oh, man.
blowing them out.
You got to look into that.
I do think this is one of the areas of life that we are failing technologically. I know that it's a modern day convenience to be able to wash your clothes and dry them, but we've had that for a while now,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I'm thankful for it. I'm glad I don't have to do the hand washing in a tub and hang them up.
My abs would get so tired.
Right, but here's the thing: we could do better.
Oh, yeah.
we could do better. We could have something. I need something that gets it from the washing machine to the closet.
I need my closet to be a washing machine.
Oh, the
where
closet itself.
I put it in there.
It's a 500 square foot washer.
Well, no, but
That's
it's
fine.
all part of the machine. I want to put it in a machine, and then once I push, the wash button, I can come back 2 hours later and it's hung up. It's in the closet. That's what I need.
And for me, I've been noticing this the last few times. I don't know why it's standing out to me, but
My clothes
Like-
keep shrinking
No.
regardless of what I do.
no, this is stuff that's in the dryer. And, technology usually moves forward, right? Well, we used to have these top load
Mhm.
washers and dryers, and now everyone's got the cool front facing ones.
Mhm.
That are stink.
Because they look better, and I get it that the washer uses less water, so we're trying to save the earth here. I don't know if the dryer is necessarily better. I'm not aware, but I do know that when you're trying to find your underpants or a pair of matching socks, and you got to go in through the front facing dryer,
It's much more difficult.
that thing is a pain in the butt.
Yes,
man.
it is. And here's another thing. You might
It
not
was way better from the top.
You don't know this, Mike, because you don't transfer things to the dryer. But when you
I still have dryables.
Sure. Wink.
I don't hang up my socks.
He actually only owns a washing machine.
Two washers.
Two washers, no
No
dryer.
dryers.
But
Kids get all their underwear in the drawers sopping wet.
I found this out recently because we moved, and when we moved, the washer and dryer was there, and the washer and dryer that was there was a top load, and I felt like, oh man, I'm getting this old busted, and I love it,
blast
man,
from the past.
because
We bought top loads on purpose.
Really?
New top loads, yeah.
moving things to the dryer is
Yes.
I drop half of the clothes out of the
Oh,
washing
man.
machine when I'm moving
It's not
into the
just that.
dryer.
The side load washers, they have a ring to keep the water from obviously spilling out, unlike a top loader. And that ring will get dirty. And I'm seeing Al Borland nod at me, and it will get all mildewy, and you have to deodorize or clean it.
So we are like a pro
We've gone
top load
backwards.
show.
Yes.
Like we are
Yeah.
a show completely
Would you rather
dedicated
side
to
load or top load?
Top load washers are
But
better.
it's easy, which is
Although there's one problem.
Have you ever bottom loaded?
You just pick the washing machine up and you place it on top of the clothes. It's got a little gasket on bottom. It pushes up through.
It's not. I don't recommend it.
No,
it
here-
didn't work.
Here is the one problem, and it is hysterical.
You just flip the top loader over.
yeah.
My wife is too short.
Oh, for the top load?
For the top load, she cannot reach
Step
How
stool?
the
tall are your
clothes.
how
This
tall
is-
is your machine?
This is a normal machine.
How short is your wife?
I think all machines are the same height. Maybe I'm wrong. You come over, it's like a refrigerator height. But no, she can't get to the bottom of the top load.
okay,
So she can get
okay.
out a lot of it, but then the socks that are on the
Did
bottom.
you give her one of those grabbers? The,
Oh, yeah,
the
like
gopher.
That'd be
like
good.
the
But
trash pickup thing?
no, we went far more humiliating. We have
Just stab
a
it.
chair that she has to stand on so that she can reach the
Does
bottom.
it have the kid piece in the front so that she can't fall out?
Absolutely, with
And does
safety
it-
first.
Did
Mike.
you label it her laundry legs?
Yes, exactly.
All right, next question from Melody on Patreon. This one's tough. Would you rather be able to cure every mental illness in existence
Sounds great.
or every physical illness in existence?
Sounds great. Oh man, this
I mean,
is
it's a
tough.
heavy one.
This is way too heavy.
This
heavy.
This is really heavy.
But I feel like we can have,
That's important.
One of those PhD discussions that we always have.
I have several based on last episode. I have a lot of PhDs
We
now.
did collect a few.
The bakery science one's not going to help you today.
I agree to disagree.
I did hear from a bassoon player.
Oh, did you?
He was none too happy with my besmirching of the bassoon.
No, I imagine he spoke in bassoon, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so we don't have to stay longer here, but let's just philosophize for a moment.
It's
which
easy
is,
for me. It's
Okay.
got to be physical because
Because of Olivia Newton-John.
let's get physical. Physical.
It's not my best.
I'm sorry, Mike, but before I got to the song, I was trying to figure out what physical ailment she had suffered recently that needed to be repaired, and you were personally looking out for Olivia Newton. I'm like, did she get paralyzed or something?
But yes, my point is like
What happened to the Grease lady?
I know.
they're both horrific things, and we all want to cure everything. But I definitely think physical illnesses cause death, right? Like a physical illness is far more death. Not that some mental illnesses can't, but like I'm curing cancer, right? That's a physical illness, right?
My
Yes.
my logic behind it is actually I would go physical as well, but it's because not all mental illness is like cognizant mental illness. So there's a level of like there's some mental illness that the person suffering doesn't even have an awareness that they're suffering. So even though it would be great to cure those things, that doesn't seem as active of suffering to me as like physical ailments would. Like if somebody you know, there are a lot of conditions that the people suffering from it just aren't aware.
See, I thought for sure you were going to say it was because then you wouldn't look how you look if all physical illnesses were taken away. But
Oh,
no, that's
man.
That's a bottom
wisdom.
5 on this show's history right there. Mike, do you want to weigh in or shall I move on?
I will go physical illness. Final answer.
Jackson from Patreon, would you rather be transformed into a cat and live for 20 years or be transformed into a dog and live for only 10? Easy answer, cat. Final answer.
So
I hate
it's
cats,
easy.
but I'd rather be a cat.
Yeah, I mean it's easy. You be a cat, you get the extra life, and look, I don't like cats because they're mean to people,
Right.
and I mean they're spreading their allergens all over the place,
And they're
But-
uninterested in people and aren't companions.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that being a cat would be bad.
Yeah,
no,
seems
it's
like it'd be
very
nice.
on brand
You-
for you.
You do whatever you
You
want.
are a human cat.
You are
a
a human cat.
little
A
bit.
cat would not make conversation with you in an elevator.
No.
Oh, never. Wait, what
Cat's
are you?
not going to come when you call it over. You know, hey Mike, you. I know you can hear me. You
you-
are 4 feet from me. Acknowledge me.
Were you drinking this? Splash.
Yeah, I would rather.
Also, change up my potty, please.
Right.
I just took a big Duke Schnei.
And I want to watch you get my potty out of this sand.
Yeah.
Bring out the scoop, please.
Okay, first of all, cats have better lives. They really, really do. Because not only what you're saying, where they do whatever they want, they're not under the control of the humans, but also I feel like their physical abilities are far cooler than dogs.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
can jump so much higher. I can climb a brick wall.
You can fall off of anything.
I can destroy so much more. Like I know dogs can destroy a lot, but my claws. I'm not a declawed cat, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No, 'cause
Oh,
that's
that-
not. We do not do
no,
that here.
I mean I'm ripping
Kitty's got
everything.
claws.
You don't have drapes anymore. They don't exist. Your bed belongs to me. Like everything is just. I'm tearing up the world, and I get to live for 20 years. Heck yeah, man.
yeah, and you.
So you're going Garfield?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll steal
lasagna?
all the lasagna.
All right. I guess we all agreed
How
on
did
that one.
people were like? Who was into Garfield?
I
So,
liked Garfield.
My
The
youngest
cartoon
son,
in the Sunday paper.
my youngest son now loves Garfield.
What?
I don't even know how he found
There's
it.
a new cartoon for Garfield.
That must be.
But what?
He's
there-
so annoying in the new one.
There's a 3D animation.
Yeah,
one.
that one.
Yeah,
With
and-
Odie. Garfield and Odie.
yeah. You're into Garfield?
Sure. I mean, the old cartoon, not
it's-
the TV shows,
both-
just literal comic strips.
Both versions are
I
the
feel
worst
old.
thing of all time. Garfield is the worst character that's ever existed. He's a fat, lazy,
He just
mean,
complains.
selfish thing that never learns a lesson.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, like you super into Family Circus?
No, that was stupid.
I'm trying to think
That
of
was
other,
always the one
other
thing.
old
No,
comics.
Oh.
Peanuts were awesome.
Peanuts, Charlie Brown.
Far Side.
Fireside was excellent and continues to be excellent.
Yeah. Well,
What-
I don't think he's
He
made
didn't-
it.
he didn't
was
answer
the work
Charlie Brown
guy?
because he knows.
No, I love Charlie Brown.
Yeah, there it is.
Who was the work
What's
guy?
wrong with
Dilbert.
Peanuts? I ain't apologizing. Dilbert's funny too.
Yeah.
I can't remember any of them. I never. Did you ever get into
all you're doing
comics?
is telling me
What?
all the ones in the comics, and then you don't like all the comics. You just don't want them. You don't want the comics.
Did you ever get into like comics in papers?
There was
Clearly not.
there was a few times that I do remember my dad would give them to me, and then in like Sunday they would be
Yeah.
it would be color.
Sunday you had the colored comics. Yeah.
Oh, we sound super old.
Yeah. This is boring. Very boring.
This never happened to me.
Let's move on.
Spitwads, if you're looking for a daily fantasy game to play where you can use your knowledge of player stat lines to take home the prize, you gotta try out Prize Picks. Instead of competing against other people, sometimes hundreds or thousands of other people that you have to beat at other games, Prize Picks lets you just call your shot on a player projection, and when you're right, you win money. You pick 2 to 5 players, and whether they'll go more or less than their Prize Picks projections, and you can win up to 10 times your money on any entry. I personally think Prize Picks has some of the easiest user interfaces out there. It is so easy, so fun, and again, you can win up to 10 times your money just by being right. I mean, it already feels good to be right, so double that good feeling with some Prize Picks money. They have just about every sport imaginable. NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, but you're talking college football, men's college basketball, women's college basketball, soccer, esports, tennis, MMA. Whatever you're watching, you can play on Prize Picks. Entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. It is very, very easy. Download the Prize Picks app or go to prizepicks.com to sign up and play daily fantasy sports. First-time users can receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100 with the promo code Spitballers. If you deposit $100, Prize Picks will give you $100. If you deposit $50, Prize Picks will give you $50. Don't forget to enter the promo code Spitballers at sign-up for an instant deposit match up to $100.
The Situation Room.
All right, which one should I start here? Al, which one do you want me to start with? First, second, or third?
Let's start with Ed, the second.
All right.
Ooh.
Ed says, in exchange for 4 frog feet, don't ask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your local wizard has gifted you with 1 chance to escape death or injury. What do you do with it? Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
you got 1 chance to just fully escape death. So do you go jump off a building? Do you stand in front of a train?
I fight that wolf.
Do you fight the wolf?
You pick the wolf. But here's the thing. You're going to walk away with an extra life because that's not going to have needed to take it.
I want you to fight a wolf now. It's really important to me.
I don't know how dangerous
He just
wolves
starts
are.
screaming from the ground, I'm alive still! I'm alive!
How have you I know
Wolves
we're
are
getting back.
very dangerous.
Are they?
You've seen, like, okay, in Arizona we have coyotes. Have you come across a coyote? Just out there,
I have
like,
seen, yes, I have seen the
and
coyote.
your reaction to the coyote, like, honestly, I know you're not scared of it, but at least when you see it, you go, ooh. Like, there's at least a visceral gut reaction that says, I should stay away from that thing.
Sure, yes, absolutely.
And what is the maximum weight of a coyote?
Probably
Like the third the
probably
size of a
60
wolf?
pounds,
Okay,
maybe.
When you said, like, so I'm looking up the and I know we're going back to the wolves.
Jeez.
It always goes back to
but,
the wolves.
You know, they're what'd you say, 125
80,
pounds?
100 up to
180
180 pounds.
Okay. Well, you know, that doesn't sound too bad. But then I just looked
What's your dog weigh?
but then I just looked up a pit bull's weight because you know those are known to have some.
Yeah, like 70?
Yeah, about that max, about the, like the max out around
So
there.
like the super jacked ones?
yeah,
70?
yeah.
So double it,
this
and then
wolf's getting
and
bigger.
then, and then double it, or then add another pit bull.
Okay.
So you started getting a little more worried.
I mean, I still got these two.
Your bare fist.
fists.
All right.
That will be 2 bites.
So
They will be gone.
what do you do to? What situation do you
All
want
right.
to escape death or injury from?
So, I mean,
Would you go to a race car? Would you do the? I was just talking about doing a flight on a
a little
like
prop.
a little prop plane, and whether I would be willing to do that.
I mean, how is it not just the skydive?
Yeah, skydiving is
there
what
any-
Oh, I
anything-
know what I would do.
I.
I'm going to space.
Okay.
So
I'm going to space until I die.
That's very fast.
Well, no, I don't. I mean,
No
I'm going.
soup for
I'm
you.
going in a rocket ship.
And he's gone.
I'm not going in a cannon. I mean, I'm not waiting to break the atmosphere and then.
So you want to go up and die of what, starvation?
No, I'm just saying I would.
I mean, if you're not going like out solo into space.
I would want to go up in the rockets until something goes south on one of them. I'd be free to go up in any of these SpaceX rockets until a boom.
Okay,
But it might not ba-boom. It might just keep going.
But
Well, then that'd be great.
I think the point here, and I love making fun of everything on this show, but I think Andy's right in the point being, if you knew you weren't going to die on any extreme thing,
Do you feel
what
the
would you
pain
do?
from the death though before you get your life back,
you have to.
Al?
Yeah.
That's part of it.
So if I'm
I would have said no.
oh,
Oh,
we're much
so like the
much more
moment that
mean.
you would start feeling pain or death, you just respawn.
Yeah.
You just hope it's not in the same spot because you're in space, man.
It's gonna be unfortunate for the other
I'm still
astronauts.
alive.
Yeah, I'm still frozen. You're still frozen. See, if you parachute and then you respawn in the same place, you just get up off the ground and you're fine.
Yeah.
What about you want to take a big old leap off the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Check it out.
a
That would actually
plummeting.
be really cool.
Is there anything besides like a plummeting that you would go with? You know,
I mean, a plummeting seems top of the list.
I mean, because one of the examples we were given is like in front of a train. Now, I feel like that would be a really mean joke to play on the old train conductor there.
Yeah, right. And maybe all the people in the train. Yeah, that would be. But see, all these other things, jumping off the Grand Canyon, parachuting, going to outer space, like there is an aspect of desire for that.
Right.
Stepping in front of a train's not something I've
You're
been
not like-
man, if only I could survive getting smashed by a train, I would do it in a heartbeat.
It's the only thing holding you back.
Right, yeah.
Is
That's
the
the only
death.
thing. I've just always wanted to. You know, every time I see a train, it's like, man, that'd be so cool, but I'm mortal.
Well, it's or injury too, so you could like maybe lay down with just your legs over the tracks.
Getting your legs mangled?
I think space is cool, but what are the things that I actually want to do that I'm afraid of death? I think,
Squirrel suit jump.
oh man, that would be awesome.
Yes.
Except I got way too much for that to work. Like, there's no way those little tiny net web wings keep my body afloat.
I don't think that's how science works. I think they can figure it out.
They're gonna need a new contraption. I'm just saying, there's got to be a weight limit to all.
That's a huge
things.
squirrel.
That's a bear suit, is what they call that, a flying bear.
I just want to, I'm just picturing you taking off for your first squirrel suit, no training, and you're just straight down. There's no squirrel. You're not going straight across.
Just straight down.
Al, is there something that we're missing here? Something that what would you do?
Climbing Everest.
Oh, climbing Everest would be cool. I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything you mentioned, I would go across my mind. I was trying to think of a situation where I'd be under fire,
Right?
I gotta
but
go.
I don't really want to be in any situation where I'm getting shot at either.
No. Are you leaping into a volcano?
That's a
Volcano's
good one.
Pretty.
I'm
Hot.
thinking you're pretty uncomfortable before the leap.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm already sweaty, and I'm in an air-conditioned room, so this is going to be a problem for me. One, I got to hike to the top of this mountain, and two, it's very warm out. But I do think Mother Nature. The terrifying nature of like a tornado.
Yeah.
A tornado is
just
so
standing in it?
But just like now, it's very similar to standing in front of a train, but this
No,
one
a
is
tornado
so
is awesome.
awesome.
No, it's cool.
Being able to see it up close, look at the destruction of Mother Nature, the power of Mother Nature, and then be able to not die. That would be great.
You just buckle yourself to some pipes, some underground pipes.
Oh, you just want to be like standing there in it? I was thinking you could just be a storm chaser because you get your one free pass. Just go chase storms until,
Well, I'm going to retire now.
I ran out of time. All right, let's do one more situation, then we'll jump into this draft here. Should I go 1 or 3 here, Mr. Al?
Let's go one.
All right, Spam Fries on Patreon, one of our supporters writes in this situation that we'll obviously diagnose and give you a cognizant answer. In an unfortunate case of wrong place, wrong time, you have witnessed a high-level mafia hit.
Oh, no.
Classic. You are now forced to enter witness protection. However, your handler has given you the opportunity to choose your new name and occupation. Tell us about your new self.
Ooh.
Oh, man, a chance to start over. About time. Am I right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
So this is you're in witness protection. You have a job. Now this is kind of a fake job, right? If you're in witness protection, do they hook you up with a real job?
It's a
Yeah,
real job.
yeah.
You have to be able to do it.
Oh man, that's going to hold me back.
It is definitely a real job. It can't be very high profile, right? You're not going to be like,
The name's Ned.
yeah. I mean, you can't be something that's
you got to get a cool name.
on TV, or we get to name ourselves anything.
Yeah. Like Chainsaw.
McGillicuddy.
The Chainsaw McGillicuddy.
Chainsaw Shrapnel.
Well, that might not be like the protection you want. If like Chainsaw McGillicuddy moves into the new town. Man, what would you have to do this job forever?
Well,
I mean, you're gonna
maybe
be a
at
car.
the beginning.
You're gonna be a car
Look,
salesman.
You can move up. You might make it to management someday.
Well, let's start with the job, right? Because that might
Okay.
dictate the name. You know, if you're a car salesman, you'd
I'm
have
a professional golfer.
So you're not going to be good at your job. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're easily the best golfer that I know, but there's a
Happy taught us that you can make a lot of money being the worst.
that's true. Can
I'll
you
just
hit it
keep
450?
delaying playing with others.
So
No.
you won't get many checks.
Right.
You would also be on TV, and the mafia would find you.
That's fair.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. Man, I feel like
Hey, there's Chainsaw.
There's Chainsaw
It's-
on the
wait,
back nine of Pebble Beach.
They wouldn't
Chainsaw
say, "Hey,
is-
Chainsaw." That was his new name.
Chainsaw is Andy. How did we not put this together?
What would your job be, Jay? If you could rebrand yourself right now.
If I could rebrand myself right now, I feel like a job that I could do that I would enjoy doing would probably be.
Butcher?
Oh man, that's a good job. I could be a heck of a butcher. Yeah, I'm a butcher, and now the Chainsaw McGillicuddy makes
guy
sense.
McGillicuddy.
No, I
I
think
thought you were going to go with like personal trainer.
I could. Would people respect me if I was a personal trainer? Like
Totally.
Could you? I've got all these degrees. My new identity
you're
shows.
still bulking.
Yeah,
I do feel like that's a really funny camera, like hidden camera bit, is to like set up the new
Jason.
intros. Set up the new intros with some people that may not be confident that the job would get done.
yeah. Well, I'm going to be an excellent butcher. I think my name has to be Butch, right? I mean,
Butch the
Butch
Butcher.
the Butcher?
Butch the Butcher. But what is the last name? If I'm Butch,
Cassidy.
perfect, nailed it. Butch Cassidy, the local deli butcher.
Mike, what are you doing?
I'm a garbage man.
Okay.
I'm driving around.
Laying
that-
low.
I'm driving around in that.
Oh, you're
truck.
not one of the ones that stand up in the back?
What, like men at work?
No, I mean like they still do that. There's
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
there are garbage trucks that still
Well-
have the two, yeah, like in New York and stuff.
Yeah, places where they can't have the same size.
Because they got to grab all them, throw them in.
Oh,
Yeah.
that I don't know. That might
That's
not
not
be too
bad.
bad. Get a little exercise in. Get to like spill garbage everywhere. It's be like, "Meep." Not my
I don't
problem
think
anymore.
that's what garbage men do. I think they don't spill garbage.
Oh, if it's not in the can, I'm not taking care of it.
Do we have time for another situation now?
We do.
All right, Clay from Patreon, you're in the middle of this is a long one. You're in the middle of recording another Spitballers episode when you notice a glitch in the center of your table. A small futuristic being comes out and tells you that you are in a simulation.
Oh, I knew it.
Everything you have experienced since birth has been simulated. Childhood, school, work, marriage, everything. The being tells you that you have two choices. You may live out your days in the simulation knowing what you know, or you may exit the simulation and return to your true home.
It's the Matrix.
You have
Yeah.
no
So-
idea what your life is like.
Clay, you've just described the plot from the Matrix in a really long paragraph.
What do you choose?
Dude, I'm loving life right now. I'm staying here. I mean, I know it's fake, and it's like, wait. You know, you're not in the you're not real. I'll be like, that's fine by me. I mean, I'm pretty happy. I've got a happy family. I've got a great job.
But what if your true home is even better?
Well, it says you don't know.
I know.
And your kids are just software applications.
yeah, they're not
Even
real.
better. I don't need to worry about their well-being at all. I know they're fake. I don't have to be a good dad anymore. How easy
are you
is
getting
that?
out of Dodge, Mike?
Are
Are you disconnecting from the app?
He's curious.
What I'm curious about is if you really it's the simulation, you know it. How do you move forward with that knowledge and knowing that that everything is fake and it doesn't matter?
You're not even programmed to be able to move forward with that knowledge.
But the being helped you do it, right?
Well, it's funny because apparently you're only in a simulation. You're not a simulation. You're real.
Right.
So in that case,
remember the Matrix?
That's the only way that you can get out with some, because you're not disconnecting yourself.
Okay,
everybody
gotcha.
else is fake.
But I'm saying knowing that your family is not real. It is just they are just binary code somewhere.
But are they not real, Mike?
They aren't, because you now know that they are not.
But they're still real to me. Put it this way. Every memory that I have with my kids, with my wife, if I unplug, they're gone. My current wife and kids no longer exist. I can't go to that world. And if I have kids in the other world,
you're not strong enough. I get it.
They don't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like those kids, I've never known them. They're plugged in the Matrix. Will I even get them out? I don't know.
There's some heavy ones on today's show.
I
don't like thinking about this one.
I'm staying in, man. I'm staying in.
Are you staying? I probably stay in.
I mean, put it another
Figure
way.
I'm leaving eventually.
Put it another way. Clay here and Ed and all these beautiful people listening to the show, they wouldn't get you anymore.
That's true.
And that's what really matters.
What also matters is the sequel was real bad.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the first one was great.
First one was unbelievable.
It does sound like another movie plot where I just go home, tell the kids that they're simulations, and we all got to find a way out of this.
And they just go
destroy. In which case, I'll leave. All right, it's time to draft in just a second. Spitwads, I want to talk to you. Well, we want to talk to you about our friends at Embark. Embark is an incredible tool for dog owners that screens for more than 215 genetic health risks across 350 breeds. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I tried to just ask my dog for this information.
What the dog say?
Bubkins. I got nothing.
I did the same. My dog barked, and I took that.
Mike's took a dump.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that told me a lot.
Yeah, what it ate that morning.
It told me a lot about my dog, but not about, the possible genetic health risks.
Yeah, and it's important because you want to understand your dog, because if you understand those health risks, obviously, longer life for the dog.
We all have dogs. We all love our dogs a little bit more than my children.
And this is the perfect gift for somebody that you know that is a dog lover like us.
Yeah, so long as they also have the dogs.
Yes.
They will require having a dog to have its DNA tested, but they can unlock their breed, mix, screen for genetic health risks, discover their dog's family tree, and customize their care with an Embark dog DNA test.
Embark is a limited-time offer on their breed and health kit and purebred kit for Spitballers listeners. Go to embarkvet.com to get free shipping and save $60 with promo code BALLERS. Visit embarkvet.com and use promo code BALLERS to get $60 in savings today.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, today we are doing a battle royale, but we're doing it with bugs and insects. Okay, so the Coliseum has returned. However, it's been miniaturized. It's very small. It can fit about 12 bugs inside of it. And I have the first pick.
The best part of this draft was, we look things up. You want to have a list and be prepared and everything. But Jason's spider phobia,
it's really limited him.
Yeah, so I have no idea how deep he was able to go.
Not as deep as I would have liked, because every
all
page
friendly
that
bugs.
I tried to look up, I know that I'm scrolling and it's like
stick bug.
Oh, I know this picture's coming.
Ladybug.
Ladybug's on my list.
So I actually don't think it's an advantage to have the first pick in this draft, because there's 4 bugs that are going to go after the bug I pick, and there's some good ones. And this isn't as simple out there, if you're listening, to just looking up dangerous bugs, because
a
bug, what's dangerous to a human is not the same as we're fighting each other here. And so I'm going to go
fighting each other's bugs.
Yes.
Our bugs are fighting each other.
Yep.
But I'm going to go with what I think is just like, I need a powerhouse to start this draft.
Okay.
I need something that can do maybe multitask a little bit, maybe something that could disable while also hurting. So I think the right pick at 101 is a Scorpion.
I thought you were
Okay.
going to go that route.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
he's got 2 pinchers, so he can take care of
Sure.
a couple things with the pinchers. He can always be stabbing,
Oh,
Always-
always be stabbing, man.
always be stabbing.
ABS.
He's got a strong exoskeleton, so he's
Yeah,
protected.
he's got the armor.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the
and-
pinchers. He's from another planet.
He's from another. Yeah,
and is literally a monster.
I did go to Jason's house and help him scorpion hunt the other night, and we found 4 reasons for you not to live there.
Yeah, here is
That's like the simulation question, man. Would you rather know they're back there or not?
We did ask that question whether ignorance was better.
yeah. Here's one thing that I found out. So looking up these dangerous bugs and whatever, I looked up what's the most dangerous kind of scorpion. There's only one scorpion in the United States that
Oh,
can
no.
actually kill a human being.
Yeah, the kind we got.
It is literally called the Arizona bark scorpion.
Those
Guess
are the ones
where
we killed.
those live?
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to go with the scorpion. I think it's the powerhouse. I think there
Yeah.
are some other bugs, insects that pack quite the punch, but I think the scorpion is multifaceted, dual wielding, tri-wielding. I don't know.
You got to tri-wield. I like it. It would have been in strong consideration here, but I will go. My number 1 pick is still on the board, and these things are named appropriately.
Oh, you're gonna take my number 1 pick?
Of course
you
I am.
Son of a gun!
Look, I know you're saying it's things that are scary to other bugs. Or what are scary to humans may not be scary to bugs. These things definitely scare the crap out of
All things.
of all animals. Immortal beings are terrified of these things. They're called murder hornets, man. They are the Asian giant hornets, and these things are the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. If it's a hornet, which are
They have killed 42 people this past year.
hornets, like regular ones, which could be drafted by you, Jason. Those are scary.
What? Which you used to call those murder hornets.
Yes,
by you.
And then a hornet shows up that is the size of your hand. And then there are just a
That's
ton
a
of them.
failed science experiment. Somebody blew one of those up. Ted Zielinski accidentally blew one of those up and then let it go, and they started mating.
Oh, man, a
I am-
Zelensky reference.
So upset right now because those are the top 2. They really are. Murder hornets, I was positive was getting to me. I was positive.
No way.
That's a powerhouse.
That was my 101.
That's a great one. And like I said, they've killed 42 real humans in China and 1,600 injuries due to those hand-sized.
And they're apparently here now, as we
Okay.
learned in 2020.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure what it does to a scorpion or vice versa. We may leave each other alone and just take Jason out.
All right. Oh man, here I go. Where do I go? My picks are gone.
Well,
All right,
that's
that was all the research
that
you were
was
able to
it.
do?
I had 2, and I'm out. All right. Look, when we do drafts, a lot of times we need a tank. We need a big. We'll draft a giant that can barely
Yep.
fit in this Coliseum. Well, I am getting a giant. I'm getting
It's on my list.
a giant centipede.
Oh!
Yes, I'm going with the giant centipede. Very, very dangerous. Very large. They can grow up to almost a foot. And so by insect standards here, this is a monster.
Yeah, that's not bad.
what's it do?
It pinches. I think. I don't think it bites. I think it's
poisonous.
Yeah, poison.
Poison.
Now, is centipede's poison? I thought the millipede was
They
poisonous.
both are.
Yeah, the giant centipede.
I believe a millipede is more poisonous, though.
the giant centipede.
But
when I was
I was
looking,
just a science.
You need
I
size.
want to know.
so oh man, I can't even right now.
Are you going to draft a spider of
I
some
think
kind?
I'm going to draft a spider. Oh my gosh, I'm going to draft a spider. Oh no!
How many
This is
legs do spiders have?
Too many. They should only have one, and then I would not be afraid.
One-legged spider?
One leg. Let's watch him move. Idiot! You look so stupid.
Just spinning?
Yeah, anybody ever been afraid of a flamingo while it's on one leg? No. It's only got one leg showing. All right. So the giant centipede is on my team, and now
and he's crawling around.
all right.
And his teammate is
I'm going to take one of the most well-known predatory bugs. It's got its own armor. It is a murderer. It can fly. Very well-rounded here. It'll eat its own. Taking the praying mantis.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to prey on your guys' bugs, and it's going to eat them. And you guys are delicious. These praying mantises.
I mean, I don't want to fuel your team, but that's a great pick.
It is.
And they kill birds and eat their brains.
Just the brains. They're looking for protein only. They
can also kill bugs 3 times their size.
Are they zombies?
They are truly a murderous.
They're
insect.
cool looking too.
Their name.
And they'll pray for your team before the
I
fight.
don't think
Before
that's
the fight.
type of.
They
prey.
bless the meal.
I think they turn you into prey.
Oh no!
All right. Okay, Jason got the praying mantis. My second favorite pick is still on the board. This one, it may not be a winner in the polls because this is not the PR team for this bug. It's not as strong as
It's not doing a good job.
Well, it's just not as strong as the murder hornets. But if you know about it, you know that this is an alien creature that is from the
deep.
the deeps of hell. And it's in Arizona too. If you didn't
Of
know
course
that.
it is.
I'm taking a tarantula hawk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so
It was on my list. It
Okay,
was
so
on my
you
list.
are-
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
this thing it's another
Super venomous.
another flying stingy creature, except their stinger is like 2 feet long. It is absolutely absurd, and they're, at least for humans, it's one of the most painful stings. All those super weird YouTube guys that let bugs sting them.
You couldn't have possibly been close with the 2 feet long thing, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That was very hyperbolic.
I was like,
but their stinger is extremely long. It's a flying bug.
it's one of the most painful stings that exists.
They kill tarantulas.
Yeah, which makes drafting a tarantula right now more difficult.
You know what? I was really, really close to drafting a tarantula with my last pick.
Oh,
I
that
am
would have been so good.
very happy I didn't
Dang
because
it.
one, they don't deserve any respect or any recognition. I'm very happy for what tarantula hawks do, which is kill tarantulas. Even though tarantulas are known to kill scorpions, so that's why I was going to go that route.
Oh, okay.
Well,
but-
you have to decide
Got a rock paper scissors
what you
thing
want.
going on.
No, that's a good pick. Now you're attacking from the sky right now,
That is correct.
so I need to draft something that maybe is.
Oh my gosh, they are not. Oh, it is not okay, man.
See, here's the
Tarantula
problem.
hawks.
I was going to put it on my list, and I wanted to research, but I knew if I typed those 2 words, what would happen on my screen. So I was not able to look up any information on the tarantula hawk.
All right, my next pick is going to be a black widow spider.
Yep.
I'm going to take it.
Okay.
Venom is 15 times more potent than a rattlesnake.
That's insane.
I need
man.
a spider on my team. And look, a scorpion and a black widow leading the charge. Let's go. But I need a tank because, I mean, the scorpion's okay, but he's multitasking.
Yeah, the Black Widow could get smushed easy.
So I'm going to go with a bug, a beetle, that can carry 850
No.
times its mass. It's got horns, and it ain't
Yeah.
going to take it. The tarantula hawk and the what was your first pick?
Murder hornet.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing to this. The Hercules beetle, a.k.a. the rhinoceros beetle. I'm going to take it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same. What? The rhinoceros one.
Yeah, it's got a big old horn.
Okay.
It's impenetrable, and it can carry anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Impenetrable.
So what's
He's
funny-
declared that it is impenetrable. Nothing can get through. I declare it.
It is. It's a Hercules beetle. They don't call it that for no reason. And it can carry 850 times its mass. So what it will do is it will take your centipede and just walk them out of the Coliseum and drop them off and come back.
Okay.
He's my tank.
Then I'll just walk back into the
He's a rhino
Coliseum.
beetle.
No. I like it. I like it because I had.
There are a few beetles that were in consideration.
Yeah,
but
I've
that's
got-
the one I went with
I've
because
got
I
one
needed.
on my list.
I don't want something that's just out there not getting killed. I need it to be able to do something, and having a giant rhino horn is helpful.
Yeah, that's very solid. Look, I'll just stick with the DPS. Best defense is a good offense, is what they say.
All right.
I will see your Black Widow, and I will take my version. I will take the Brown Recluse.
Come on, man. Come on. I've only had two picks this whole game where I'm like, all right, I know my next one. I'm good. Jerk. You're taking my picks.
You took a giant centipede over a Brown Recluse, man.
I didn't want to respect the spider.
Now what do you do?
It's costing you big
Now
time.
do you end up in a position where you have to take a spider to match our 2 spiders, and you end up having to take the tarantula to be killed by the tarantula
Daddy
hawk?
Longlegs still available.
Daddy Longlegs still jumping spider still there.
I cannot draft a tarantula when the pole will have a tarantula hawk right next to it. That would be not wise. All right, I know one of them. I know one of my 2 because I was ready. I was going to take the brown recluse and the bullet ant because this ant is.
You only get one though.
That's fine. That's why I went with the bullet ant.
I
Fire
was afraid
ants,
to draft an ant because I feel like I was afraid to have just one.
that's
Although
why
Auntie from Honey I Shrunk the Kids did take out a scorpion pretty good.
fire ants are. So I was trying to look up the circle of life, the predatory food chain for insects and bugs. Who's at the top? And there was actually a well done, researched, peer-reviewed paper talking.
Now he's declaring it.
Well, I'm not declaring it. This person,
The peers, they
probably
declared it.
these doctors, were declaring that fire ants are the top of the food chain. They are
Interesting.
Yeah, the top of the insect world. However,
Because of their quantity.
Higher than the
and
They
exactly
can overwhelm them.
Oh.
fire ants.
Well, they're higher
really
than
work as a team.
Like driver ants.
Yeah, like fire ants were the number 1. But if you
Really?
only could have one, the ant of choice is a bullet ant, which
I
has
see.
a more, the pain scale of stingers. They're like number 1. That's the worst sting on the scale that I saw. So that's my pick, bullet ant.
And now this is,
And now your
unfortunately,
next
you will
pick?
have to pick again.
All right, okay. I'm going with this thing. I hadn't heard of it until today. Look, the PR team was great at coming up with the name of this thing.
Okay.
They haven't got the word out, though. They haven't. I'd never heard of this. And I'm telling you, if you even look this
I'm ready.
bug up, it is a monster, and it's going to hold its own in this battle. It is aptly named the assassin bug.
The what?
It's literally called, its official name is an assassin bug.
Okay.
And that thing is a monster from another planet he'll destroy plenty on the way.
What does it do?
It destroys.
How does it destroy, Jason?
I'm seeing that there are lots of assassin bugs, but I can't find the single assassin bug.
There's more than one?
Yeah, like it's a class. It
I
says
get a whole class of bugs.
It says assassin bugs, any of 7,000
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that
species
too.
of insects.
On Britannica.com. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, no.
You're going to need to narrow that
I think
thing
you're going
down.
to need to pick one of the 7,000.
Oh man, the list I was looking at was so good, and they just called it the assassin bug. This was the craziest, creepiest bug I've ever seen. I wish I could find it, but that is gone.
I can stall for you if you would like.
Yeah, give me.
So while I was doing all this stuff, you're finding bugs that are dangerous and everything, and we've heard of the kissing bug, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know where the name came from. Well, they're very dangerous because they could get disease, but they're named that because they're bloodsuckers. But where they get the name kissing disease or kissing bug is they will often, while you're sleeping, go and bite you on the lip.
Well, that's not good.
So there's this bug.
Don't we have a thing with the bugs where we don't let them bite us while we're sleeping?
We're supposed
Don't
to.
we have some kind of treaty?
I thought we had an accord.
Yeah, I thought that we went to the. That's
But
not
instead,
allowed.
this bug's like, ooh, let me get them juicy lips.
I mean, is that something you can go back to your other bug friends and really brag about? Oh, I bit a sleeping man.
Right
You
in the
should bite
lip.
me while I'm awake.
Come at me.
All right, are you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah, we've been ready.
Me too. I could not find it. So I'm gonna find it later, and I will tweet it out because it was a monster. But apparently, it's not called an assassin bug alone. So I'm gonna take
Ninja assassin.
I'm gonna
bug.
take a bug that I learned a lot about. I couldn't believe that this was dangerous. I could not believe everything that it is known to kill, and that it is high up on the predatory insect food chain. Because I thought, I'm not scared. I see these things. I love these. I would let it land on me. And apparently, dragonflies are killer bugs.
What?
Yeah, I had no idea.
What are you talking about? A dragonfly?
A dragonfly is a predator up on the predatory food
So
chain.
towards other bugs, they're cool towards
Yes.
humans.
Cool towards humans.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
See,
They
that's
eat
yeah.
like mosquitoes and stuff. Do they do that?
They eat
I don't know.
They,
You should always end the sentence with, do they do that?
You know what they eat?
They eat like
murder hornets.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they
Yeah,
eat
they do.
beetles, especially rhino beetles. From my research, it looks like scorpions are toast. Dragonflies, they might be beautiful.
Your bug is like a prop plane versus my fighter jet.
1 out of 100, Mike. I'll take my prop plane.
All right, no, that's good. That's good. Jason went with the dragonfly,
All right.
an assassin among the bug community.
Yes.
That's right.
And
All right.
then Mike,
All right, my final pick.
I'm scared that my secret last pick is going to get taken.
Wait, I don't know. This one's a little bit out of left field. Now, this bug, I don't know that it has any offensive firepower, but it's been said the only thing that will last through nuclear war is Twinkies and the cockroach. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to draft a bug that all he has to do is hang out and not get killed.
Yeah, but then you drafted a cockroach, you
And
loser.
I did. I drafted a cockroach.
Oh, man. You've been called the cockroach of this show before.
I-
Oh, no, that was Al.
yes,
That was Al.
yes. And because
He'll be here no matter what.
because he can survive without his head for a while,
Right.
like cockroaches.
Gross. That's not a feature. That's a bug.
It is a bug.
Yeah. All right. My final pick. It's funny that this came to mind because I have some vague recollection of learning about this bug on a Channel 8 PBS special 20-something years ago when you would learn about nature. And I think it's perfect for being in a miniature coliseum and battling all these bugs. Mike, you're probably aware of this. Jason, I don't know.
Is it Satchmo related? Then Jason will know.
It's a trapdoor spider.
Yeah, those things are awesome.
I want to set a trap in this
Wait,
coliseum.
what is specific about a trapdoor
They
spider?
dig a hole, and then the tops of them look like the ground.
What the hell's
And then
wrong
when-
with spiders?
And then when something walks over the top, it opens up and they fall
That's
inside.
not fair, man. You're already bad enough. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
I
the
hate
spiders are
spiders.
that
That's
just
cool, right?
They just snatch stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy
So
when
I'm
you watch
setting traps.
videos.
I'm setting traps around the Coliseum. So we're done. Jason has a giant centipede, praying mantis, bullet ant, and dragonfly. I think dragonfly was a really good last pick. Mike has murder hornet, tarantula hawk, ouch, brown recluse, cockroach. And I went scorpion, black widow, Hercules, beetle, and a trapdoor spider to finish it out.
I was when
I
you
do
were,
have some other ones.
Yeah, well, when you were going to go beetle, I was considering going Goliath beetle, and then when you were talking about a rhino beetle, I wasn't sure if those were actually two different things. I believe they are
Okay.
because the Goliath beetle doesn't have the cool horn.
Beetle's PR team is well compensated. They've got Hercules. They got rhino beetle. I
had a tiger beetle, which is
ironclad beetle.
tiger beetles
What?
are apparently the fastest creature on Earth if you factor size in. Like a cheetah, is the fastest animal.
Fastest land animal.
Yeah, fastest land animal. This goes up to 5 miles an hour. This beetle, which sounds slow, but if you were to make it the size of a cheetah, it would beat a cheetah.
I did think
Wow.
about doing a monarch butterfly,
Mm.
just because if you
Just to look good.
eat them, you die because they're
Oh,
toxic. So you'd
really?
you'd go sacrifice himself to take out your biggest teammate. Oh, come here.
Say
Just slather them up in butter. Just
I thought about-
extra enticing.
Get out there, monarch.
New reason to call him a butterfly.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Mike, any others? Jason, any
I
others?
mean,
Oh man, how did I not get a yellow jacket? I should have grabbed the yellow jacket.
Yellow Jacket is on my list.
Are they that bad?
They're just really
They
scary.
were really bad until murder hornets came around and were like,
And I learned about the Yellow Jackets. Those were, it's apparently the German Yellow Jacket, was not in the United States of America until about the 70s. So thanks for that, whoever.
You know
brought-
that there's one person responsible for that
Yes.
stupid mistake.
Imagine being that
You
person.
think he just accidentally had it in his pocket?
or
doubtful.
I have no idea, but somehow it's the same of like the killer bees. Where,
Yeah.
like, those weren't here, and we're
Oh, the Africanized
yeah,
bees?
Just
yeah.
stupid humans are like, oh, this crazy dangerous bug. Let me bring it across the world. Hey, you guys got these? No.
Well, if you're going to do
Whoops.
that, I want some rhinoceroses over here. I want some hippos.
Yeah.
Give me some of the cool stuff.
I need some koalas, man.
Yeah, giraffes. Let's go. Free them into the forest.
They're like, no, we'll give you our stingy bugs though.
How about instead we'll hold back the water buffalo. You keep the giant hornets. Take them all, really. We don't want any. All right, that'll do it.
What did we learn today?
Well, I learned that there are over 7,000 assassin bugs.
I learned that I cannot find a Google history of my assassin bug I wanted, but I also learned that wolves are far larger than I thought they were.
Oh, man. What did
I would still survive.
You would not.
No, these fists.
They were made for wolfing.
They were made for wolfing, and that's just what they'll do.
I learned that we are definitely grumpy old men, as we prefer an older technology of top-loading washers and dryers over the new fangled fancy pants front load.
But you still don't like comics from the olden days.
Well, no, you said Far Side. That was great. It was ahead of its time.
It was great.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.